I, Mr. B.K. Biswas, Assistant Professor in English, Machpara, Degree College. Yesterday, I gave you an important instruction regarding the conjugation of verbs. And I shall start my class with reference to the conjugation of verbs, especially on weak verbs. That means regular verbs. But I shall repeat my class. What is the conjugation of verbs? The conjugation of verbs is a term which denotes the verbal inflections and combinations by changing inside vowels and adding suffix en, any or n, and by suffix d, ed or t. And you should remember suffix d, ed and t are very common and essential for the weak verbs. That means for regular verbs. Please notice the board. There are three chief parts of verbs: present tense, past tense and past participle. You mark the points: fan, fanned, fanned, drop, dropped, dropped. These two words are monosyllabic words. And in these two words, for the first word fan consists of three letters, but there is vowel inside the word and there is final consonant n at the end of the word. And if we want to expand this word, there you will see fanned. You follow the point. Fan. If there is vowel before consonant, the next consonant must be doubled. N is doubled here. And there is the question of suffix, adding letters, ed. Next point, drop, dropped, dropped. Here you see the word consists of four letters and there is also vowel inside of the word and consonant P. As usually, according to the rule that I told you just a minute ago, dropped, dropped, because these are monosyllabic words. These are accented words. Next point. Live, lived, lived. Inside word there is vowel and at the end of the word we see e. And if we turn into past tense, we must add suffix only d but never ed. Only d, because there is e also. If there remains e, then we shall add only d. Lived and lived, because there is single vowel. Next for the other point. Boil, boiled, boiled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boil, the word consists of 4 letters, but there are 2 vowels. If there are 2 vowels and final letter is consonant, then we must add suffix ed. That means boil, boiled, boiled. So no omit. There is no question of omitting vowel. The 2 vowels will remain here. 2টি ভাওয়েলই ভিতরে থাকবে, কোনো পরিবর্তন হবে না। আমরা এখানে শুধু ed সাফিক্স যোগ করব। নেক্সট, smell, smelled, smelled. There is the question of L. We see there are 2 consonant at the end of the word, double L. And for the past tense we see 1 consonant is omitted, and there we see adding consonant, that means adding suffix t. What is the answer to the question? Smelled, smelled, smelled. In this sense, if we see there is only single vowel and the last consonant letters are double, then double letters must be omitted for 1 letters. That means L must be omitted and we shall add here consonant T. That means suffix. The final suffix T. Answer is smelled. Other point. Sleep, slipped, slipped. The word consists of 5 letters and there are 2 vowels inside the word. If there are 2 vowels before P, next we shall omit just single E and we must add T. Sleep, slipped, slipped. There are many kind of words like or alike this, such as whip, feel, keep. That means whip, whipped, feel, felt, keep, kept. As usually, we shall make the words into past tense and past participle form of verbs. Other point. Send, sent, sent. Send, the last word, the last consonant, the last letter is D. Send. There are some words alike, such as spend, lend, build, bend. Then we shall turn these words into past tense, adding D, such as adding T. Instead of D, adding T. Next we should change the consonant letter, that means suffix. Send, we omit or that we replace the word and use T. Send, send, send. As usually, spend must be turned into spend, lend into lent, build into built, bend into bent. You should remember the point. Exchange of spelling. So the changing of spelling is very important in the terms of changing words into verbs. Bleed, bleed, bleed. Here we can observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. The word also consists of 5 letters, but there are 2 vowels inside the word. Next, what shall I do here? Next, there is the solution. Such like words like feed, speed, shoot, meet. In these words, there are two vowels, then we should omit one vowel. What is the answer? Bleed, blade, blade. One vowel must be omitted. Other point, such as feed, feed, speed, speed, shoot, shoot, meet, meet. Number 6, put, put, put. No sense here. No vowel will be omitted. No suffix will be omitted. Vowels and suffix will remain as usual. The words alike heart, burst, let, cut, cost, cast. What is the meaning of those words? Heart, ক্ষতি করা, burst, কান্নায় ফেটে পড়া, let, as usually, cut, cost, cast, নিক্ষেপ করা, throw. Number 7, catch, caught, caught. Catch, C-A-T, C-H. We can see there is vowel and there is final consonant, suffix. So there is the question about absence and presence of vowels. In some words we can see presence of vowels and we can see the absence of vowels, and suffix arises as like T, common T, or sometimes D. These are the rules of regular verbs. But there are conflictions, there are contradictions, and these are the controversial talks between the strong verb and the weak verb. But there is also exceptional words. Those exceptional words are in the list of exceptional verbs, such as make, made, made. There is no such type of concrete rule. Say, said, said. There is no concrete rule here. Pay, paid, paid. Loss, lost, lost. Have, had, had. Here, heart, heart. Live, left, left. These are just like blending of double rules, but there is no single rule, fixed rule. There is no perfect rule. These are exceptional verbs, sometimes turn into weak verbs and sometimes turn into strong verbs. Next, we can see some mixed verbs. Some verbs are partly regular and some verbs are partly irregular. That means some verbs are partly strong verbs, sometimes are partly weak verbs, such as do, did, done. Did, this is the rule of weak verb. But done, any, this is the rule of suffix. This is the rule of strong verb. This is mixed verb. Next, show, showed, shown. Here you mark ed. This is the suffix of weak verb. But n, this is the suffix of strong verb. This is also mixed. Next, sell, soiled, stolen. ed, ed, suffix of weak verb. and en. This is the suffix of strong verb. This word is also mixed verbs. Rive, rived, riven. You observe here, soiled, ed. Ed, that means in favor of weak verbs. And n, just n, suffix, the symbolic meaning, specimen of strong verb. And remember that, you should always remember what are the symbolic or symbol or specimen of weak verbs for suffix. For suffix you should remember d, ed and t. And for strong verb you should remember the suffix like n, en, ne. I think, I hope, almost I do hope that it has been very clear to you how you can find out the standing point of understanding your verbal problems, how you should have to solve. You should revise my previous classes again and again, and now I am teaching with reference to the weak verbs, making comparison with previous class, transitive and intransitive verbs, and the definition of strong verb, the definition of weak verbs, even the definition of verb. And you should remember what is the definition of the conjugation of verbs. For the next class, I shall teach you on the question paper. Point number 5. That means question number 5. Thank you very much.